Did you know that in some UK cities, you can rent a decent pay for a storage unit in London? Sounds unbelievable, right? While the media constantly talks about unaffordable housing and out-of-control expenses, the reality is far more interesting and hopeful. Across the UK, there are cities where you can live comfortably, even thrive, without spending your entire salary on rent and bills. And no, we're not talking about middle-of-nowhere towns with nothing to do. These places are buzzing with culture, full of charm and brimming with opportunity. Imagine paying just £450 for a one-bedroom apartment, or living minutes from the beach without paying tourist town prices. What if your money could buy you not just a roof over your head, but also peace of mind, access to green parks, vibrant local markets, and a real sense of community? It sounds like a dream, but it's very real. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the 10 most affordable cities to live in the United Kingdom. Some names will surprise you, others will make you want to pack your bags immediately. And the number one city, if you've ever thought living well in the UK was out of reach, this video is your blueprint to doing just that, without breaking the bank. Number 10, Preston. Tucked away in the heart of Lancashire, Preston might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of affordable cities, but that's exactly why it's one of the UK's best-kept secrets. The numbers speak for themselves. A one-bedroom flat here averages around £500 per month, which is almost unheard of in today's market. For context, that's nearly 60% less than what you'd pay in parts of London. Yet despite its affordability, Preston delivers more than just cheap rent. It's home to the University of Central Lancashire, one of the UK's largest universities, which injects youthful energy, innovation, and diversity into the city. This also means the local economy caters well to younger crowds. Think budget cafes, buzzing street food, discount cinema nights, and cozy pubs that don't charge £8 for a pint. What's more, Preston is extremely walkable. You won't need to spend on expensive commutes or fuel. Public transportation is reliable and reasonably priced, and rail links can whisk you to Manchester or Liverpool in under an hour, making it perfect for remote workers or hybrid job seekers. But perhaps the biggest win: lifestyle. Residents enjoy peaceful green escapes, rich cultural heritage in the Harris Museum, and community events that actually bring people together. Add to that a growing number of local businesses, independent restaurants, and a slower pace of life that still feels connected, and you've got an unbeatable mix. Whether you're a young professional, a student, or someone simply looking to live smarter, Preston proves you don't need to choose between affordability and quality of life. And believe it or not, this is only number 10. It gets better from here. Number 9, Sunderland. Welcome to the Northeast, where you'll find Sunderland, a city that might just redefine your idea of affordable coastal living in the UK. Let's start with the rent. In Sunderland, you can snag a decent one-bedroom flat for just around £475 per month. That's not just cheap, that's living by the coast with money still left over. You're not compromising comfort, you're upgrading lifestyle at half the price of bigger cities. This isn't just about saving money, it's about imagine taking your morning coffee on the beach, heading out for a jog along the promenade, or spending weekends exploring seaside cliffs and sandy shores, all without leaving your hometown. Beyond the beauty, Sunderland has brains. The University of Sunderland draws in a youthful international crowd and keeps local prices grounded. From budget-friendly eateries to late-night spots, the city knows how to cater to students and locals alike. Job-wise, the city is transforming. With growth in digital and green energy sectors, more people are moving in for work and staying for the lifestyle. Are also investing in cultural redevelopment, giving the city a fresh spark with venues like the fire station, arts festivals, and food markets. Getting around? Easy. The Tyne and Wear Metro connects Sunderland to Newcastle, making commuting cheap and hassle-free. Whether you work in the city or just want a day out, it's all accessible and affordable. So here's the big question: be your ideal budget-friendly beach city? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear if it made your list. And while you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next cities that just might change where you want to live next. Number 8. Derby. Derby doesn't try to sell itself. There are no flashy campaigns, no oversized promises. It's just Derby. And that's its magic. Here's a city that works hard, lives simply, and offers a kind of balance that's increasingly rare. You won't find dramatic skylines or trendy co-working cafes. What you will find is stability, affordability, and space to breathe. 3 things money can't always buy, even in pricier postcodes. A 1-bedroom flat, around £500 a month, but that number doesn't tell the whole story. What it buys you is access to one of the UK's most central and connected cities. Trains from Derby can get you to Birmingham, Sheffield, Nottingham, and even London fast. And without them on the other end. This is a place with real backbone. Rolls-Royce, Bombardier, Toyota. Big players, providing real careers, not just jobs. And while industry is part of Derby's DNA, it's not all grey and gears. The city is surrounded by nature, with the rolling hills of the Peak District practically waving at you from the edge of town. Walk through Derby's centre, and you'll hear a blend of accents, see a mix of faces. It's diverse without making a show of it. Real people living real lives, families buying their first homes, because they can actually afford to. You don't move to Derby for the spotlight. You move here to live well, save more, and still feel like you're part of something that matters. No fuss, no hype, just a city that delivers more than it promises and asks for less than it gives. Number 7. Newport. If you've been fixated on England's high cost of living, you might want to shift your gaze just a little, because tucked between the buzz of Cardiff and the serenity of the Welsh countryside lies Newport, a city that's quietly rewriting what affordable looks like in the UK. At around £475 a month for a 1-bedroom flat, Newport's rental market is one of the most budget-friendly in the region. But this isn't just about saving money, it's about gaining access to a different pace of life. One that gives you breathing room and doesn't sacrifice convenience. Newport is a rare blend of practicality and personality. You've got everything from big brand retail to family-run butchers, cinemas, and even a medieval castle right in town. The Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal winds through the city like a peaceful escape route, perfect for early morning walks or weekend kayaking. Connectivity is another strong point. Cardiff is less than 20 minutes away by train, and you can be in Bristol in under 40. That means you can enjoy a laid-back lifestyle while still accessing high-paying job markets. Not to mention, the Severn Bridge toll is gone, saving regular commuters even more. Newport is in the midst of a quiet transformation. Projects like the revamped Friars Walk shopping district and the development of tech parks and new jobs to the city. There's a growing sense of momentum, a feeling that something fresh is taking root. So while Newport might not have made your radar yet, it deserves a serious look. It's affordable, well-connected, and full of potential. A smart choice for anyone ready to step away from overpriced pressure zones and into something more sustainable. Number 6. Kingston upon Hull, Hull. Hull has carried a reputation problem for years, but if you look beyond, you'll see a city that's not just surviving, it's reshaping itself, and doing it in a way that makes affordability feel like an asset, not a compromise. Let's talk numbers. A 1-bedroom flat here averages around £450 per month, and that's in the city, not some remote suburb. It's one of the lowest rental rates in any UK city of this size. On top of that, Hull boasts some of the cheapest council tax rates in the country, and daily transport, dining, are refreshingly low across the board. But Hull isn't just budget-friendly, it's bold. Named the UK City of Culture in 2017, it used that moment not just as a celebration, but as a turning point. The result? An explosion of investment in the arts, public spaces, and community life. From the Ferrens Art Gallery to local theatre collectives, Hull now has a cultural heartbeat that's hard to ignore. And you'll feel it. Independent cafes with views of the docks, quirky galleries, and public art installations make it clear. This city is having a quiet renaissance. It's not flashy, but it's full of life. And jobs? While its roots are in industry and shipping, Hull is pivoting toward renewable energy, especially offshore wind, as well as healthcare and tech. Slowly but steadily, it's building a future without forgetting its past. Hull won't be everyone's dream city, but if you value community, authenticity, and the money while living a full life, it's a city that deserves your attention. Because sometimes the best places to live aren't the loudest. They're the ones that simply make sense. Number 5. Bradford. Bradford doesn't just offer affordability, it offers depth. It's a city rich with character, complexity, and community spirit. While other cities may sparkle, Bradford grounds you. It's layered, lived in, and increasingly looked at with fresh eyes. Rent a one-bedroom flat here, and you'll pay around £475 per month. Is impressive. But dig deeper, and you'll find that Bradford has some of the lowest property prices in England. It's not just an affordable place to rent. It's a serious contender for first-time buyers, ready to own instead of endlessly lease. Bradford is a UNESCO city of film, and that creative edge runs deep. There's something cinematic in the contrast between the city's grand Victorian architecture and its youthful multicultural energy. Explore Little Germany, catch a film at the National Science and Media Museum, or just soak in the buzz of the city centre's new developments. City isn't a buzzword here, it's a lifestyle. Bradford's communities are woven together in a way that makes everyday life endlessly interesting. From the smells wafting out of family-run curry houses to the variety in street markets, it's a cultural richness that can't be faked. The economy quietly evolving. Alongside traditional manufacturing, Bradford is building strength in digital industries, social enterprise, and education. The University of Bradford adds intellectual vibrancy, while nearby Leeds opens wider career doors, without forcing residents to pay double for rent. And while it's a work in progress, there's a growing sense that Bradford is on the rise, rebuilt not just with money, but with purpose. Bradford won't suit everyone, but for those who want affordability with authenticity, who prefer character over perfection, this city has a lot more to offer than it lets on. Number 4. Stoke-on-Trent. If you're drawn to places that feel quietly determined, places with grit, pride, and an eye on the future, then Stoke-on-Trent might just pull you in. Tucked in Staffordshire, this city has long worn the title of the Potteries, famous for its ceramic heritage. But today it's carving out a new identity, one built around affordability, renewal, and creative momentum. Let's talk cost first. A one-bedroom rental here will set you back about £450 per month, and the overall cost is below the national average. That's a huge win for young professionals, families, and retirees looking for value without sacrifice. But Stoke isn't just affordable, it's ambitious. There's an ongoing regeneration of the city centre, with major public and private investment in education, tech infrastructure, and small business support. Keele University and Staffordshire University also contribute to a lively academic and entrepreneurial ecosystem. You also get space, physical and mental. Green belts surround the city, and places like Trentham Gardens and the canal paths offer everyday escapes into nature. You're close to the Peak District too, making weekend getaways a breeze. Stoke's cultural pulse is picking up as well. Independent coffee shops, arts collectives, and community festivals are turning empty corners into buzzing spaces. And the sense of local pride is tangible. People care, and they show up. Perhaps most housing market. For the price of a deposit elsewhere, You could buy a home outright here. It's one of the last cities where start a home isn't just a hopeful phrase. It's a realistic goal. Stoke-on-Trent isn't trying to impress. It's just quietly building a better future. And for many, that's more powerful than any spotlight. Number 3. Aberdeen. Aberdeen might not be the first place that springs to mind when you think affordable, but that's exactly what makes it such a pleasant surprise. Perched on Scotland's northeast coast, this granite city has long been associated with oil. But as global energy markets Aberdeen's economy, and interestingly, its cost of living. Today it stands as one of Scotland's most affordable major cities, without sacrificing the polish that comes with decades of international investment. You can rent a one-bedroom flat here for around £500 a month, a rarity for any city with such high-quality amenities. Groceries, transport and dining also come in under the UK average, making day-to-day life refreshingly manageable. And thanks to the legacy of high-paying oil industry jobs, salaries here remain competitive even as housing becomes more accessible. But Aberdeen isn't just practical, it's stunning. Where else can you go from a modern office to a 15 minutes? The city sits between coastline and countryside, offering incredible walks, dramatic cliffs, and even dolphin spotting along the harbour. Academically and culturally, it punches well above its weight. 2 major universities bring in global talent, and the city's museums, music venues, and festivals are diverse and vibrant. Its size is just right, big enough to keep things interesting, small enough to feel personal. In terms of careers, Aberdeen is evolving fast. From energy to renewables, health sciences to digital industries, it's a place with serious momentum. The City Council's investment in sustainable development and tech infrastructure is paving a greener future. If you're looking for affordability, opportunity, and a lifestyle that mixes coastal calm with city sophistication, Aberdeen delivers more than you'd expect. Number 2. Blackpool. Blackpool is a name you already know, but probably not for the reasons it deserves. Once a golden child of British seaside tourism, it lost its sparkle in the wake of cheap international travel. But lately, Blackpool's rewriting its story, and it's one that savvy renters and first-time buyers pay attention to. Let's get straight to it. Rent in Blackpool averages around £450 a month for a one-bedroom flat. That's not just cheap, it's staggeringly affordable when you realise you could be living minutes from the beach. And this isn't just backstreet housing. There are real, charming flats with sea views that still leave room in your budget for actual living. Yes, Blackpool's chapters, but its future looks different. Regeneration projects are underway, breathing new life into the promenade, restoring historic hotels, and building cultural venues that aim to reconnect the town with its former glamour, only this time with a modern twist. The town is also investing in its economy. There's a growing push for jobs in tech, education, and the arts. Remote workers are finding appeal in affordable rent, a calmer lifestyle, and access to fast broadband. Plus, you can literally take your lunch break on the beach. Blackpool is flat, walkable, and covered by a convenient tram system of its iconic seafront. There's a certain simplicity to life here that's deeply underrated. Most importantly, there's community. People say hello on the street. Businesses remember your name. It's not about prestige, it's about belonging. Blackpool may not fit the glossy Instagram mold, but for those who care more about contentment than clout, it's a city offering more than just cheap rent. It's offering a lifestyle with space to breathe. Number 1. Sheffield. Sheffield might just be the ultimate contradiction, and that's what makes it number 1. It feels like a village, a steel-clad industrial hub wrapped in rolling hills and endless green. And while many UK cities are racing toward unaffordability, Sheffield's been quietly holding its ground. Average rent: around £550 a month for a one-bedroom flat. Yes, slightly higher than others on this list, But Sheffield's strength lies not just in price, but in value. It delivers far more than it costs, and that's a rare equation in 2025. Let's talk nature over green space, the highest percentage in any major UK city. You're surrounded by over 250 parks, gardens, and woodlands. The Peak District National Park practically overlaps Sheffield's borders, offering daily access to hiking trails, open skies, and the kind of quiet that resets your brain. Culturally, Sheffield is rich but understated. It's the birthplace of bands like Arctic Monkeys and Pulp, home to legendary venues, grassroots art, and fiercely independent businesses. Two major universities fuel innovation and inclusivity, while the city's tech, health, are quietly booming. But what really sets Sheffield apart? The people. There's a warmth here that's hard to define, but impossible to miss. It's not showy, it's solid. You feel it in corner shops, music gigs, and public parks. It's a place where you can put down roots and feel supported doing it. Sheffield isn't about flash or noise, it's about balance. It's where quality of life is measured by more than just your bank balance. And in a world that's constant, Sheffield offers space to slow down and still move ahead. That's why it tops our list. The UK's best-kept, greenest, most livable secret. And there you have it, 10 cities proving that affordable, meaningful living in the UK is possible. Now it's your turn. Which city caught you off guard? Or better yet, which one are you secretly Googling right now? Drop it in the comments. We read everyone's video. Check out our last one. It's packed with tips, just as valuable. We pour heart and hours into every upload, so if you'd like to support us, please subscribe. It's just one click, but it means the world to us.